What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here for a 10 card PSA submission reveal. So smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. And let's just go ahead and dive straight in. It's a PSA submission reveal. These are exciting. So it's two 5-card orders, which turned into a 9-card order, which I'll get to in a second. But let me give you the details on these. So these were 2 of the 5-card submission event economy orders that I got in. They both, while shipped a week apart out to PSA, we'll get into that in a second, they both arrived back to me on the same day in 2 separate boxes, unfortunately. So I got pinged for shipping twice. Wish they'd figure that back end out, but it's all good. First one, in regards to the calendar. So today I am recording this on March 17th for you future people watching this. First order was sent out on 2/7. It arrived to PSA on 2/7, I should say. Entered on 2/15. So it took them about a week to scan it. And then I now have the cards back on 3/17. So door to door, a little over 5 weeks. Took them a week to check it in, and then took them basically 4 weeks to process it and ship it back to me. These shipped out on Monday. I got them Thursday afternoon. The second 5-card order, very similar, except it took longer to check in. They got it on Valentine's Day, February 14th. It did not get entered into the PSA system until 2/24, so 10 days later on that one. But it shipped the same day. I got it back today, 3/17. Shipped on Monday, 3/15. So even though this one arrived a week later and took a couple extra days to check in, they actually got this one back to me in regarding through the PSA process was actually faster because it beat an order back or came back with an order that was shipped a week previous. So the actual processing time on this one was less once it actually hit the PSA system. I just sent them another order. I'll see how long that one takes to get checked in. That was a 20-card order. The video for that will be dropping probably early next week, most likely. It's already recorded. It's already sent off into the mail. That arrived to PSA today, 3/17. So we'll see when that gets fired into the old system. But let's go ahead and dive into this. It is all Marvel cards. I alluded to the fact that it was a 10-card order, which turned into a 9-card order. And that's because right off the get right here, what do we see? The old N6 did not meet min size requirements. Do not holder. This is pretty common on 90MU. This is the Thor card. I had this happen to me before. If they measure it and they don't like the size of it, they're not necessarily saying that it's trimmed. Essentially, it just did not come back from the factory, or when it was originally released from the factory, it just did not meet spec. So they do not holder it, and I believe, I need to check my credit card statement, they do not charge you for these for min size requirements not met. Now, full disclosure, I have sent cards back in that got min size requirement not met, and they graded them the next time. So I think it just depends on the individual tolerance of the grader, because once again, human factor here. But at least you're not charged for these. So this will go into a pile. Maybe I'll end up sending this back in again. Maybe I won't. I'll look it over again. I thought this was slightly off-center to begin with. I thought it was a borderline to get a 10. So they may have just saved me $50 on this. I don't know. So we'll put this one off to the side here and then get into the actual cards. So we'll save the 2 thicker cards for later. Let's start with these. First up, 1991 Marvel Universe Series 2 Scarlet Witch. Nothing crazy here. This got a PSA 9. Probably going to lose money on this one. I don't even know if I'll sell this or I might just end up keeping it. I have some other 91 MU Series 2 in like non-PSA 10, because really this stuff, the downside is if you get a 9, I don't want to say it's worthless, but it's just not worth that much on the Marvel Universe stuff. This is her first card in Marvel Universe. She did not have one in 90, so that's the reason why I sent it in case it could 10. But we got the 9. I'll check comps, but my best guess on this, $25, $30, maybe. I don't know. I'll need to look. So nothing crazy. Next up, we have a Weiss Schwarz. This stuff's been selling pretty decently. So $50 to grade it, plus the cost of the box. And I ended up, spoilers for the submission video, I sent a bunch of other Weiss Schwarz in the second order. This stuff grades very well and has been selling pretty decently depending on the card and the character. And this is a Black Panther SR, and this got a PSA 10. Very nice looking card there. My best guess on this, 125 to 200 bucks maybe. Some other stuff was recently sold kind of in that range, similar tiered characters. So I don't know if I'm going to auction this one off on eBay or throw it up at a best offer, buy it now on MySlab/eBay and see what rolls in. A lot of times on stuff like this, I'll do that first. And then if I don't get any bites within the first couple days, I'll just auction it. So cool looking card. But this one is definitely in the sale pile. This one's definitely in the I'll probably end up hanging on to it pile. Next up, we have 3 cards. These are the from 1992 McFarlane comic images. They are the Prism cards. Now, I will be honest. I had no idea how to evaluate these cards outside the obvious stuff. They have a massive corner ding. I had no way of telling front centering on these, none whatsoever. One kind of had a print line thing going on with it. I just said, screw it. Let's just send them all and see what happens. And judging by the grades, it backs that up. It's a little all over the place on this one. So this is P2 Dynamic, and this got a PSA 7. This is the one that has a weird edge / print line on it. It's kind of tough to see on these. It's down along this entire side. I don't know if it's a print line, more than a print line or whatever. It's right up against the edge of the PSA case. So it's going to be nearly impossible to see. You kind of see it there a little tiny bit. So I don't know if that's what got it or not. It goes up and down the whole side of the card. So if that's the reason why, you know, justifiably so. Great looking card though. I mean, even in a PSA 7, which is whatever, I will most likely just hold on to this one. Because I don't know that I would really get much selling a PSA 7 of this. Probably 20, maybe 30 bucks. For that price, I'll just hang on to it because it is a cool looking card. And I'll just display it. I have no problems with that. So that came back in a PSA 7. That's probably going to go in the old I'll hang on to it pile. And that's the cool, like, you know, if you're going to submit stuff like this that you're not sure on, just be okay knowing, like, if it comes back in a bad grade, you're either going to take a loss on it or you'll just be happy to keep it. Here we have the P3. This is called number 1. This is the one that if I really wanted to get a PSA 10 on out of the 3 that I sent in, and this came back a PSA 8. This to me is the iconic pose. I could probably get maybe 30 to 40 bucks out of this, give or take. Maybe 50. I don't know. I'd have to look. There's a PSA 9 of this up for auction right now on Probe Scene, and there's no real sold comps on these. There's some listings, some really astronomical listings for PSA 9s and stuff, but no recent sales at all on this stuff. But once again, absolutely iconic image and cool looking card, and I would be very happy to just keep this. Next one, and this is the one that kind of saves things. 30 years P1. You can tell back centering's pretty far off, but front must have been good. PSA 10. This, I don't know what this would sell for. My best guess, 300 to 500. I think there's a $500 best offer buy it now sitting on eBay, so probably not quite that much. I don't know if it's this particular card or just the PSA 10 in general. But absolutely gorgeous looking, cool artwork, and PSA 10. And these, the pop report on these in a PSA 10, very low. And there's a decent amount graded, not like nothing, but these are ridiculously tough grades. These are very cheap product. They're not printed well. They're not cut well. And the packs that they come out of aren't too great either. So great looking card there. Looks really good in a PSA holder. This one I will probably throw up at least for a little while on eBay at best offer, buy it now at like 500 bucks and just see what offers roll in and go from there. But this one I'll definitely be moving. So we got about, I think it was a little over, probably close to $550 in fees, maybe a little less because of that Thor didn't get graded. I think honestly, just this card alone would make up the submission fees portion of this, and then the rest would be all profit. So if I could get close to the submission fees for this one card, then, you know, this would be all profit. or mostly profit, and along with the rest of the stuff. And there is some other stuff in here that I'm not looking to sell. 1990 Marvel Universe. Once again, this one I specifically set one because it looked really clean, and two, we are about to get Moon Knight hype, so I figured, what the hell, probably a good time to try to grade some Moon Knight, and I was correct. We got a PSA 10. And boy, if you want to talk about a label match on a card, HGA couldn't do this if they tried. This is an absolutely spot on, perfect label for a card with regards to PSA. These have been going for between $300 and $400. I think the last comp I saw was 400 on this in a PSA 10. So once again, I will probably be listing this at best offer buy it now on eBay and MySlabs for around 400. I'll check comps and see what rolls in on it. If it doesn't sell within a few days, and I'll probably just run it at auction, and what it ends at. But absolutely fantastic looking card in this label. Just looks great. And 90 MU still sells extremely well. Next one is 100% for the PC. This is a 2019 Flare Peach Momoko Tier 5, I think. Spider-Gwen. It's technically just a base card, but it is, I believe, a super short print base card. I absolutely adore this artwork on this card. This is 100% going in the PC and getting kept. I'm a big fan of Spider-Gwen. Anyone knows I've got PMGs. I got multiple first appearances, or one single first appearance of Edge of Spider-Verse #2, and a lot of different variant cover stuff. So absolutely fantastic looking card. 100% will go into the PC. I picked this up on ComC for like $30, I think. I have no idea what this would go for in a PSA 10. This is a pop 1. No one sent this in for grading before. But I figured it was a good way to fill the slot, but it's just a gorgeous looking card. So that one's going in the PC pile. And then the last two, one is 100% a PC, and then the other one's kind of a PC, but I really don't know what to do with it. I guess we'll go back-to-back Spider-Gwen first. This is a pattern, and we picked up a PSA 8 on this, which I am perfectly happy with. PSA 8 gives you a definite premium over PSA, or over Raw. Even PSA 7 will give you a slight boost over Raw. And I now have this to pair up with my red. I am a big fan of the patterns. I like the patterns better than the bronzes, to be honest with you. And I think there's less of the patterns than the bronzes, to be honest with you. The patterns were the EPAC achievement version of this card. And they're non-numbered. They're PMG. But, like I said, no numbering on the back. But they are super short printed. Absolutely gorgeous looking card. That one will go in the old PC pile. I don't know what these go for. I think raw between $400 and $600. I paid $550 for this one in a private sale. In a PSA 8, I don't know what it would go for now. There hasn't been a sale for a while. These honestly just don't come up that often, especially on the popular characters. And then last but not least, kind of a spec play. And I'll probably hold this for a little bit and then maybe end up moving it. I don't know. I am a big Scarlet Witch fan. This is from 2018 Fleer Ultra X-Men. This is also an achievement card. And this is the... got a little plastic fuzz on there. This is the rainbow foil, as you can see there. Achievement card. And we nailed a PSA 10 on this. And man, is this card just gorgeous looking. The way the spell effects around her hands are on this, when it catches the light in the background. And this is kind of, I mean, these are not easy grades. These are thick cards, just like the PMGs. So to pull a PSA 10 on one of these is not an easy task. And I ordered this directly off ComC. I don't remember what I paid for the actual card. Not much. I think like 15 or 20 bucks, but that was kind of before these caught on. And these haven't gone crazy yet. 2017 Fleer Ultra Spider-Man Rainbow foils have gone nutso, but 2018 Fleer Ultra X-Men continues to get slept on, and I just thought Scarlet Witch. I just was scrolling through looking for anything that looked underpriced regarding key characters and stumbled upon this and just snagged it. And when I got it in, I thought it looked pretty clean. So I went ahead and sent it in. I have legit no idea what this is worth. There's zero comps on this stuff. This is like a pop one. None of this stuff gets sent in for grading, but it is a fantastic looking card, if nothing else. So in terms of grade wise, I am most excited about like the fact that I pulled a PSA 10 on this. And I've pulled a PSA 10 on this. This, I guess I'm a little less surprised at. I pack pulled this, but these are just super tough grades. And then this being a thick card, PSA 10 with the foiling and everything on it, I'm pretty happy about that too. But so those three are 100%. So to kind of break this submission down for you guys and girls at home, these three 100% will get sold to cover the cost and probably make some money back. I'm going to guess $300 to $400 on the Moon Knight. I'm going to guess between 125 and 200 on the Black Panther. And I'm going to guess a few $100 on this. I'll say 300 to 400, give or take. Maybe more. I don't know. I'll see what rolls in. This one is an enigma. I'll probably hang on to it for at least a little bit. And then the rest of this stuff I will probably keep unless someone's desperate for something. This is 100% not going anywhere. This is 100% not going anywhere. These two I would most likely just hold on to for display pieces versus selling for a loss. We'll see. It'll probably depend on how I do on some of this stuff. And this, I have a nice little pile of, I don't want to say bad grades because 9's not a bad grade, but lower graded 1991 Marvel Universe that, you know, maybe eventually one day it'll turn into a set project way down the line. So that's kind of the plan for this stuff. This will probably be a definite hold. These two are like kind of maybe weird ones. I would probably just hold on to them, but they are great looking cards. So that's all I have for you guys and girls today. If you have any questions, if you have any favorite cards from this submission, let me know in the comments down below. We will see you, probably no video on Saturday. Well, we'll see. Tonight, Friday night, I am most likely going to the Card Collector 2 trade night. I am planning on attending that to the best of my ability. I have some work stuff that may question it, but I'll be doing my darndest to get down to Columbus for the CC2 trade night tonight. It's from 6 to 9 p.m., I believe. So no Saturday video unless I do a bunch of crazy deals at that and then get home in time to record something, which I don't know all that'll happen unless maybe I'll pop on for a live Saturday morning. Actually, no, I have a show Saturday. Canton show Saturday morning, so I won't be going live Saturday morning. And then Sunday, normal weekly review video. And then Monday morning, probably a PSA submission video. I have a PSA submission video. That'll probably come out early next week. I'm going to tentatively say Monday, but if crazy news happens over the weekend, maybe I will push that back to insert whatever I need to insert into early in the week if something crazy happens. So like, comment, subscribe, come along for the ride. Catch you guys and girls on the next one. Peace.